Hey guys, Happy New Year. This is probably my first video of the year, so Happy New Year. I know it's like a few days into the new year already, but I wanted to wish you all a Happy New Year. I hope you had a great year so far. Last year was pretty difficult. It was a real one. We're happy that it's all over now. It's behind us, onwards and upwards. So I'm really hoping for a lot more content this year for you. I know it wasn't so great last year, but I'm hoping for more content and just being a bit more consistent with you guys. So look out for that. So today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial. I know a lot of you have been asking for one, so I thought let me do a 3-in-1 video. So this is going to be my winter foundation routine using my favorite products of 2018, the products that I'm always reaching for, repurchasing, and a little quick tutorial on this hair. So I've been wearing this look for a while now, and I thought let me show you how I do it. It's pretty simple. It's kind of already done already because I'm filming this video for the second time, but yeah, this hair that I've been wearing is from Dsoar hair, and I use 4 bundles of 24 inches Brazilian straight and an 18-inch frontal, and it was made into a wig for me. So obviously I don't make my wigs. I'll put the info in the description box. So what I've been just doing is putting it up into a high bun. Obviously this is not a full lace frontal, so the back won't look as snatched as the front does. So just for video purposes, I'm not going to show you the back because we don't want to see the back. So basically what I do is just put it into a high bun, and then I just curl this part and I just leave it out. It's more of like a messy, it's more of like a messy, wavy curl. So what I use is the, what's this called, Fabulous Pro curling wand, and I just take a lot of sections and just curl it. And also I dye this hair jet black because I think it looks a lot more rich, a lot nicer with, you know, when it's jet black. Just put your hair in a high ponytail and then curl it. But that's pretty much the situation. Literally just take sections and curl it. The wand is already on, so it's already warmed up. This wand leaves your hair like curly for days, like 4 days. It is so good. So I have had this hair in for about a couple of months now, and honestly it's doing really well. I am due to change the frontal though. I feel like I need to change the frontal. Their frontals are 13x4 though. I usually would go for 13x6 because the parting is a lot wider. So yeah, how's it going, guys? How is it going so far? Do you have any resolutions? I feel like with me, I tend not to set like resolutions. I know everyone has goals and stuff, but for me I feel like my goals are ongoing. So I have a lot of stuff that I did not achieve or get finished in the previous year that I do want to smash out of the water this year. So I intend to focus on that this year. But yeah, I feel like you can never stop growing, you can never stop getting better and evolving within yourself. So that's my goal, just to squash everything that I still have pending basically. So I'm not really one to talk about things until they're like done, like talk about, yeah, stuff like that. First of all, it's a lot of pressure if things don't work out, and it's just good, just I feel like stay silent, work on your goals, work on whatever you need to do, and then boom, just yeah, shout it out. Stay tuned guys. Like I said, for those who are still rocking with me, I really appreciate it. It really was a difficult year for me. Like, I'm not really one to discuss things like personal stuff like that. You know, a lot of people go through things and you have no idea because they're always smiling, always doing things and living their best life. But a lot of people are going through a lot of stuff, and I do commend and admire them for, you know, just keep going, for them to keep going. I'm hoping for like a peace of mind, clearer mind, peace of mind, and more positive outlook this year, because a lot of the times we do get to put ourselves into this weird funk and we end up being really negative about things, and it's not always the best way. So a positive mindset, speaking things into existence, we're gonna leave this for now and we're gonna come back. So I'm gonna be looking like a pageant girl for the next few minutes, but that's okay. We're gonna move on to the rest of the face. So we're gonna do the foundation routine that I've been doing for most of last year, winter time. I was using the NARS, I always forget what it's called, the Natural Radiant Longwear foundation. And obviously in the summertime where I want it to be more matte, I use my Kat Von D. This year, there's gonna be a lot of foundations coming out. I've seen a lot of like promo for foundations and concealers. I wanna try the Fenty concealer. She's bringing out 50 shades of concealers, which is pretty good. And she's also bringing out 10 more foundation shades. And I have had a little bit of a sneak peek on the shade range online, and my shade still isn't in it, but it's okay. We're not gonna kill ourselves over that. But anyway, I will go into the store and probably give it another try and see what's gonna happen. I know Morphe bringing out foundations as well, like concealers and powders. Fenty also bringing out her loose powders, so I'm excited to obviously I will be reviewing those. For this shade I use Marquise, and I'm gonna apply it with a beauty blender, if I can find my beauty blender. Where's my beauty blender? Scratch all that. The first thing I do is actually to do my brows, which I haven't done yet. So what I was using a lot was the Benefit Precisely My Brow. This is so amazing. This is like this is probably the best brow products I've ever tried, and I always reach for this. And I can be like, I'm in 3 different shades. I can be 4, 4.5, or 5. This is 5. I love that it has a spoolie. My brows are microbladed, and I am so due for, oh, by the way, one step I have started doing now before I draw my brows is to actually put some powder on my forehead, because I find that my brows get very oily, like around this part, which I don't really care for. So we're going to be, let me use a translucent powder. I'm going to use the RCMA No Color Powder. So I'm going to put that. Hopefully that helps, because I don't like when my brows have that shiny bit at the front. So that's what I did. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, so my brows are microbladed, and I am due for a top up because it is kind of fading around the sides, around the like the tail area, and around the front as well. So I need to have that done. And then the next thing I do is use the Benefit Brow, which is like a brow gel, brow pomade, and I just fill in those areas that I need to fill in. Next thing is going to be my primer, and I have been using 2 primers for the entire year, and my favorites has been the Becca Ever Matte Polish Primer and also the Hourglass Veil Primer. But I'm going to use the Becca one because everyone always thinks that the Hourglass one changes my face, but it really doesn't. So just to save all of that, I'm going to use the Becca one. I do need to get a new one. And the best way to work with this is to actually tap it into the skin, you know, to stop it from like balling up. I will tap it onto my skin. So I'm putting it in my T-zone area. I have 2 eyeshadow palettes that I've been using. The first one I was using for the majority of the year. It's busted. It's the Morphe Dare to Create 39A palette. Looks like this. Busted. But as you can tell, I made the most of this palette. There's like two, okay, the black literally broke and spread everywhere. And obviously you can tell with my favorite brows. I use this a lot. Like, it was literally my everyday palette. It is a huge palette, but I carried it everywhere. And then this one came out like towards the end of the year. I was able to get my hands on the Morphe James Charles palette, and this sold out so quickly. So I have played around with this a little bit, not very much, but I'm going to use this in this video because what I was going to create, the colours are quite similar in this palette, so I'm going to use this palette. Eye primer, again, I honestly, this is for me, my OG, always works. So I've always just reached for the Urban Decay. I have tried a few other ones, but I still find myself going back to this one, so yeah. So we're going to start off with this one. Some people said that you have to like pack on the color and then blend to get the best of the pigment. So I guess that's what I'm gonna do. I mean, I don't really see anything wrong with this. I feel like I'm still getting the pigment anyway, but I will just follow the instructions. Pack on the color and then blend. Next shade, which is this one, which is Love That. It's like a magenta matte shade. We're gonna sweep that into the crease as well. I'm gonna go in with this purple shade here. I'm gonna pat it on the inner and outer corner of our lids. And then blend. We're gonna go in with Shook, which is kind of like a cranberry shimmer shade. I'm gonna put that in the center of our lids. Let's see if we don't need a base. I'm just gonna apply that directly onto my lids. Okay, so you don't actually need a base. As you can see, it applies really well. And I want to go over that with this, like, I hope you can see, it's like a shimmery, lilac-y, lavendery purple. That's called Artistry. For my brow bone, I'm going to take this shade first, which is Punch Me. It's like a beige matte shade. I'm going to put that on top. And then place this gold shade, which is Ring Light. No, So Good. This one. Just a little bit on top of the beige. I'm going to go back and add the magenta shade on our bottom lash line. And the purple on the outer corner. I'm going to take that gold shade and put it in our inner corner. For mascara, I was using the Benefit Bad Girl Bang mascara. Amazing. I know a lot of mascaras came out last year. I know the NARS Climax, but I wasn't a fan. This one I have stayed consistent with and I absolutely love it. So yeah, I've been using it. It works really well for my bottom lashes because obviously my bottom lashes are a lot longer and I don't mess with them as much as I do with my top. My lashes at the top are literally nowhere to be seen, but they do add a little bit of length to them, so they kind of wake them up. But yeah, for me, I feel like I don't want to spend tons of money on mascara only just to put false lashes on top of it. I feel like it's a waste of money. I'm not really one of those girls who are buying high-end mascaras just so they can put their false lashes on top. It's like, what's the point of that? So I know there's tons and tons of drugstore ones you can use. This is probably the only one I know that's like over like £20, but it is worth it, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna add my lashes because I don't actually know where they're from, so I can't tell you where they're from. If I do remember, I will put them in the description box because I remember using them and I just don't even know what the packaging is and where it's from. Like, yeah, I was wearing it a lot in Cape Town and I can't remember what it's called. So for liner, I've actually been liking the Fenty Fly liner. It's really, really black. Usually I use gel liner for my top lashes, but I'm gonna use this for this video and then use my gel liner for my bottom. But I really, really, really like this because this came out toward the end of the year. But it's actually really black and it stays black. And it's very rare to find like liquid liners that do that, you know. There are probably cheaper ones out there. Because I have this, I thought, why not use it, you know? My under eye concealer, I was using the Too Faced Multi-Sculpting Concealer. I really love this concealer towards the last half of the year, so I was reaching for it a lot. This is the shade Chestnut. Applying this to my under eye and also down the bridge of my nose. I think I applied a little bit too much there, but we're going to blend it out. To set it, I still go back to my Sacha Buttercup powder. I have tried a few. I did try a few last year, but I still found myself going back to Sacha because I just like how it looks. I've kind of started adding a little bit more powder, so I've kind of started baking. It helps. Sometimes it's like hit and miss, but sometimes I get it right. So I've been doing that, so I just apply a little bit more powder than I usually would. And just wait for it to set. So to contour, I've been using the Colourpop concealer. This is the shade Rich 75. So I do a cream contour first, and then ooh, I think I apply that too high up my jawline. Whoopsie! And then I blend it out. I think it's quite harsh. We're gonna have to use it for the top for my forehead. We're not gonna apply anything on my forehead. I feel like I've applied a little bit too much on my cheeks. Kind of to set that, I recently started using the Milani pressed powder in Earth Glow number 5. Has a very like old school like anti smell. Okay, my all over face powder has still been my matte mineralized skin finish in dark deep. Just gonna tie everything together. For my highlight, we know that I would obviously be going with my collaboration highlight palette with Black Hawk, but just so it can be not so biased, I have been trying out another highlighter palette which came out towards the end of last year, and it's the Morphe palette, High Impact Highlighting Palette. So I'm going to use this Pinky Rose Goldy shade as my highlight and see how that turns out. Ew, that's pretty. That is pretty. And for my blush, I'm gonna go with the Narcissist Wanted To palette. I'm just gonna put a little bit of this shade. Gonna highlight my nose. I'm gonna go in with this champagne-y shade. My lips, I'm taking the Kat Von D liquid lipstick. I don't remember this one, what this one is called. I will find out. I'm going to place that at the outer corner of my lips. And then in the center, I'm going to use Kat Von D again, but in the shade Lolita. And then for gloss, I'm using the Morphe gloss in the shade Tipsy. It's got like gold reflex. It's like a new pink, but it's got like gold reflexes as well. So it gives a nice glossy finish. Okay, so this is the finished look. So we're just gonna brush our hair now because I'm so done with looking like a pageant girl. I feel like I want to add a little bit of baby hairs. This is the only time you're going to see me use baby hairs because I think it looks better with this look. So I'm going to try and brush out some of the small hairs and do some baby hair action. Okay, so this is the finished look. I hope you like it. You can actually put your hair up in a bun if you wanted to, or leave it down. This does feel quite young though. It does make me feel quite young, but yeah. So yeah, I hope you like this look. Yeah, so let me know what your favorite products of 2018 were. And if you want me to do a worst product of 2018 or products I didn't like, let me know and I'll get that done for you. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for still supporting me. If you're still here, to my new followers, welcome. I hope you enjoy your stay, and make sure you subscribe as well so that I can let you guys know when I have new videos out, and I obviously will let you guys know on my socials when I have a new video. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.